life experiences, and does that kind of like
Oh, it helped.
attribute to your style? And I noticed you got lots of rings, and you look like you were dropped out of like a 1960s music video. Kind of
Yeah.
describe that. How did that come to be, and what
Well,
inspired your unique style?
I suppose my eye for fashion kind of just, I don't know. I think I get it from my mother, to be completely honest. But I don't know. I just get my clothes at thrift stores. I just find stuff that works, and I'm kind of like colorblind too, weirdly. But like, I make it work. It's whatever.
Yeah, because I remember the first time I met you. That's the first thing that popped out to me right away before I had even said a word. I'm like, wow. I said, I'd never seen anybody that just dresses like that. Like you just had dressed like you were, I can't remember what you were wearing when you came. It was your job interview, but I told the guys, I'm like, wow. I'm like, that young man's dressed like he's 75 years old.
The first thing Walter said to me when I was sitting up at the funeral home, and Walter and Jorma came in for the interview, and Walter just sat down. He's like, "Oh, look at you."
Look at you.
Yeah, look at me.
Sometimes that's just great to hear, like whether it's sarcastically or literally, when someone just says, look at you, like they're noticing something, like you caught their attention, and that's usually a good thing. And
yeah, I mean, I hope it was a good thing.
well, I guess you're still working there 2 years later,
Yeah,
so it must have been a good thing.
Must be, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely really unique, and I've got a real appreciation for people that are confident enough and wanting to like have their own style and not caring what a magazine is saying is in fashion, or somebody saying that, oh, you're too old for that, you're too young for that, you're too skinny for that, you're too fat for that, you're too tall for that.
Oh,
like
totally.
you kind of
you got to find what works for you.
I've got a flamboyant wardrobe, to say the least, and I love it. I like wearing bright colors. I like wearing fruits on my shirts. Clearly,
Yeah, man.
I like doing
fruit.
I like doing my hair up. I like wearing odd things and Mickey Mouse pants and stuff like that, and it makes me feel good. And I like, not so much I like drawing attention, but I like reactions that I get from people, and people are always commenting on what I wear, and it's just nice. It makes people's day. I got old men yelling at me that they like my yellow shoes out of their cars, so it's always nice. I like making conversation. I just like talking to people. I'm like, I kind of wish it was back in the day as in the 90s, because it's not that long ago, but where you go to a coffee shop or you're on the SkyTrain or the bus and you just start talking to people. Nowadays, whenever I go, I haven't taken the bus in a while, but when I was a little bit younger, I would take the bus and I would start a conversation with somebody and they look at me like I'm an axe murderer. Like, just like I'm a psychopath.
Wait,
like,
especially nowadays.
I know. It's just like, if you're not texting someone to start initiate a conversation, then you're a weirdo. Like, you got a whole generation of people that got anxiety about answering their cell phone or hearing their cell phone ring, and intentionally ignoring calls or calling someone hoping that they're not going to answer just because for some reason they don't want to talk and vocalize stuff. They want to sit there and have a calculated time to text people, and just like they're uncomfortable. And now that they have that option where they don't have to, it scares me, man. It's like I got a feeling that my generation was probably the last to have any communication skills. Like, I have a little brother, he's 14, and like I love him to bits, but it's just watching him and his friends communicate. Like, for instance, they'd have a play date. I don't know, he'll probably hate me for calling it a play date, but whenever I have a group of people coming over and I'm a young child, I'm calling it a play date. So yeah, whenever you would have a play date, his friends would all come over and they'd all have their tablets. Or some of them even had iPhones. This was back probably 5 years ago, so they would have been like 9-10 years old, and they all have their devices ready to go. And like, I thought, oh, his friends are gonna come over, they're gonna go kick a ball around, or they're gonna go like jump over ditches or like scrape their knees up or stuff like that. Nope, they all sat in a circle and they play Minecraft or
Fuck yeah.
What's another one they play? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not a big video gamer myself. Yeah. I'll play like a Madden game or like a basketball game or something like that. But like, I'm not a huge video gamer, but like, he's real into it. And like, it's just like a whole nother realm of how kids are interacting with each other. And I'm not like, it's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just like, it's just a shame to see kids growing up not having or wanting real world, both conversation and confrontation. It's good for you. You can't like not everybody's going to be nice to you, and that's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I was the same way when I was, a little bit younger, like 13, 14, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be children that don't use time in like a constructive way, and I think that just comes with aging. You just like figure out like, oh, I only have so much time, so maybe I should do something with it.
Well, yeah, that, and it's like,
Because I mean, before they had tablets, kids were probably sitting around smoking cigarettes,
smoking
indoors.
cigarettes. Yeah, no, by no means am I criticizing the use of time, because I mean, I'm sure I spend way more time doing nothing than they do. It's just there's just something about meeting up with someone and sitting there and talking, or going for a 3-hour walk, or using the same amount of time, and it's not necessarily being any more constructive, but it's just having a relation and developing a bond. And like, I got a Starbucks that I really like to go to, more so than the other ones. I live above a Starbucks, and I still drive 5 minutes up the road to go to the other one, just because they treat me like family.
Totally.
I whenever I'm going into a place, whether it's once or whether it's every day, I don't want to say over the top nice, but I'm nice to everyone. I talk to everyone, wave at them, say bye, say thank you, write good reviews, because apparently that's how you show people that they did a good job, is write a review so they can get their good ratings. But anywho, I'm going along with that because that's the time that we live in.
Whatever you got to do.
Exactly. But I do like developing relationships with services and people, and kind of just talking to everyone. And I get shut down all the time. I have people that look at me like I'm a psychopath in the elevator. I got clerks that are rude to me, waiters that are rude to me, just drive-through people that are rude to me, and I just smile anyways, because I might never see you again. I might see you again tomorrow, and I'm going to try again.
Very true. I mean, hey, people are